My final question for you is always some variation of if you could go back to the start of your career, middle of your career, wherever would have been useful, and give yourself some advice that would have made easier your path, that might make easier the path of everybody who's watching or listening to us, what would you go back and tell yourself?
I would tell myself the only thing you can control is the writing. Stop trying to control everything else. Because I look back so much like, oh my God, if I send all these postcards, booksellers will buy my book more. Or if I like make all these Twitter graphics, more people will buy my book. And it's just like I don't want to say that stuff never helps because it can, but like there was this mindset like if I just do enough, it'll cause my book to succeed. And like while my books have had some successes I couldn't even imagine, every sort of major success has been completely out of my control. Like things like Barnes and Noble monthly pig or hitting the New York Times list, all that was stuff that I had nothing to do with. And so once I'm at a stage I've accepted that like I can control the book, but I cannot control anything else after that. And when I think about how many those first couple years of my career I wasted, like just being like, I need to do more, I need to do more. And it got to the point where I was letting the book suffer because I was so like the thing about books is by the time a book is coming out, we have been done with it for like close to a year. So we're already in the next book, right? So even right now, it's like Sir just came out as when we're talking like 2 months ago. But I am still very deeply in book two. Like, and I'm happy to do things talking about Sir going to festivals and stuff. But like the majority of my brain space is dedicated to book two. Because I learned this because the mistake I sort of made with my first series is when my brain space should have been focused on book two, I was still so focused on book one and like what can I do to make it a bigger success and reach more people, blah, 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 blah. And then the quality of book two was suffering, which is why it took me a little longer to edit it. So now I'm like, focus on what you can control, put your brain space where it needs to be. And once the book is done and it's out, it's going to do what it's going to do. And it's the next book needs you more than the book that is out, which sounds wild to audiences because like you're seeing an author promote the book that just came out. But on an artist creative level, your head needs to be in the next project.